Hey Taurus, how you guys doing? This is going to be your reading for December 2018. Okay, so this is going to be a love-based reading. The roles can be reversed if you feel like that's what it is. I'm going to do you versus them, but pick whichever side you think resonates with you, but I'm going to say that you are over here. Okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for December 2018. So who could you guys be dealing with here? So who is Taurus dealing with for December? We have Sagittarius. Let's get one more. Who could Taurus be dealing with for December 2018? So these are only special for some people. It could resonate more with you if perhaps you're dealing with one of these signs. We have three actually today. We have Pisces and Capricorn. So we have Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Okay? So no big deal if you're not dealing with those signs. It's just special. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, December 2018. So there is an extended version if you guys are interested. It's in the description box below. All right, I'll take you to Vimeo. Other than that, take it if it resonates, leave it if it does not. And again, you can reverse the roles. All right, Spirit, please bring forth messages for the highest and greatest good for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus for December 2018. Let's go ahead and check out the mutual connection energy between you and this person, Taurus. How this person currently, where they at in life, their energy, how this person feels about you, where you're at. Let's go ahead and see. Let's give this 3 shuffles. Oh, 2 more. Okay, the theme is the 9 of Pentacles. That's actually a really good energy. So being just the theme, you know, this is sort of probably more, I feel like it's more connected to you, Taurus. I feel like this is maybe you kind of, you know, finding your independency. Maybe you're doing well in all areas of life. You're just trying to gain that, you know, that energy where you're okay on your own, or you're feeling competent, you're feeling successful in whichever area of life that is for you. So it's really, you know, and this flamingo is very graceful here. So it is a really good energy for the theme for this month, okay? So the mutual energy between you and this person, the 5 of Cups reversed. Whoever you're dealing with, who are they right now? The 9 of Swords reversed. Who are you right now? Where's your energy? The Hermit. Wow. How does this person currently feel about you? The 10 of Swords. How do you currently feel about them? The Tower reverse. Wow, this is a heavy reading. And the outcome for December is the Fool. Wow. Okay. So, what I'm seeing here, you know what? That's not the Fool. That's not a 0 card. The Naked Heart. I'm pretty sure... This is a deck I don't use that often, but I really don't want to, I don't want to redo this reading because these cards are really significant. But I'm pretty sure that is the, is it the World card? I'll see if I can find it, but regardless, I'm sort of just reading it as the Naked Heart. I'm seeing it as this like sort of exposure, you know, and I'm looking at so many things here. So with this like heart here being blue, and then this heart being, you see how it's like, you see how it's like, it's revived, it's revitalized. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and see. So I'm sure some of you guys will know what that is with the number. I don't really follow numbers. That's the 22. But anyway, the 5 of Cups being in the reverse position here, this is definitely speaking to things that are sort of, you know, this blue heart here, this lack of, you know, feeling good, or this heartbreak, or whatever it is that people have been going through in this dynamic. I mean, this is a really, really heavy reading because we have endings everywhere. We have all types of things. And so I do think that the fact that this is in the reverse position, especially with the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom, I feel like a lot of you, and possibly even whoever it is you're dealing with, are trying to overcome whatever hurdles that you've been through. Maybe there's been a recent ending, maybe there's been a recent breakup. Definitely speaking to a large cycle that is closing in order to sort of, you know, revitalize things, maybe between the two of you or maybe separately. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier for the mutual connection energy here. So we have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Strength card. So I'm actually seeing this more in a way where there's restraints being put on this relationship too, in a way where both people are sort of finding themselves. I do feel it's more connected to you, Taurus, because we have the Hermit card here for you, but we have the Nine of Swords reversed for them, but they're actually, see, they're feeling the energy with you to be an ending, and you are also feeling the Tower reverse, but it's important to make sure that you're sort of letting it close up, you know, letting the cycle abruptly shift and kind of close into a new chapter, because this is all speaking to a new chapter. So I do think with the Strength card and the Queen of Wands, this is definitely speaking to having, you know, the power and to do so. I know it's in reverse, but I'm seeing it actually more in this way where somebody kind of took themselves out of a certain equation to be able to exhibit that strength and to have that taming that lion, you know, within yourself. The Star reversed. Yeah, you know, I feel like this is actually connecting to the actual relationship itself. There was something that sort of, you know, maybe it fizzled out, maybe the hope fizzled out, maybe there was something where both people were sort of in this place where there was sadness, there was a lack of hope, and that could be where you are mutually right now. It could be a time period where you kind of go in and out of feeling like you're getting over it and then you don't, you know, something like that is what I'm getting. Could have been destined as well, and then something just sort of crumbled, you know, it didn't work out the way you thought it would. So if we have the Nine of Swords for this person's current energy, just who are they in general? I do think that the way that I see reversals sometimes is like Nine of Swords could be that it is still a little bit of a struggle, but there's a little bit of this sort of resistance that's being lifted from this person in the way that they approach life. However, having the last sword being stabbed would say that it was the final, if there was an ending between you two, it was a final sort of stabbing in the back, you know, it was a final thing that sort of allowed this person to free themselves, allowed them to have a naked heart. And again, I don't know if this is a reconciliation way, but I'm seeing that somebody you're dealing with here is probably struggling in a lot of different areas. So let's go ahead and clarify who this person is with the Nine of Swords reversed that Taurus is dealing with here. Yeah, the Lovers reverse. I do feel, though, unfortunately, this is somebody who feels like they can't provide in a relationship, or that somebody doesn't feel like they're harmonious in their life or with a partner. Yes, it could be a third-party situation for some people, but I'm kind of just getting this sort of a lack of feeling like they're worthy for a relationship, or their focus is just really not upon that right now. I'm seeing this sort of destined thing, though, with the Lovers and the Star. The fact that they're in reverse, it's sort of like it was a missed opportunity or was a missed thing. And I do feel like this person feels that as well. What's going on with this person you're connecting with, Taurus? Yeah, and now we have the Eight of Cups. So you see how many ending cards we have here. So the Eight of Cups with the King of Swords. I feel like somebody did make a decision. This could have been you, Taurus, or this could have been this person. But having the Lovers here, it's almost a reevaluation of it too. Like, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right choice? If you were the one who walked away, I do feel like this person is sort of having this more detached outlook on it. But the thing is that the anxieties do creep in. The place and time when they feel like they need to move on, but they're also a little bit hesitant to do so. That's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of emphasis on romantic relation here, so it's even just, it's actually consuming them in a certain way, even if they're trying to get over it. What's going on here? Yeah, they're cleansing though, and they're in isolation. So that does speak to sort of this card too. It doesn't only have to be walking away. This person could also be in this pursuit of like seeking something more meaningful, and they're doing so in isolation to cleanse themselves. So it's coming through as a really, really healing process for this person. They're not really, as I said, I don't feel like they're too focused on the relationship right now, or you could be isolated from them because we have the Hermit for you. Okay, so let's look at you. So the Hermit, you know, in this deck, it is like a turtle in the shell. So I feel like a lot of you are in hermit mode. You know, you're probably at this place where you may not be wanting to talk to this person or to communicate, Or maybe it's just like you're not ready to come out of your shell, you're not ready to accept them back, or to talk about what happened or whatever it is, because I do think that something has shifted here in this relationship, and I think I remember that from last month too. So it's really just about you guys being sort of in this place where you're trying to seek yourself a little bit more, soul searching. Let's get one more card for Taurus. What's going on with Taurus here? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you could be focusing on maybe the physical world. Yeah, you see how we have the Nine of Pentacles twice. So I really think this is more connected to you. You're probably in this place where maybe you're just saying, okay, I'm going to focus on the physical world, or I'm just going to focus on my body, or whatever it is that you're focused on. It's sort of a slow movement, but the focus is on you. It's not really on a relationship. And same type of thing for this person, I feel. That's kind of like, excuse me, with the star too, it could be distance right now between both of you. I feel a lot of distance, but I'm also feeling that it's in a way that's actually rejuvenating this naked heart to be exposed again, free of any type of restrictions, okay? So this is pretty clear. You guys are just sort of moving forward. You're focusing on your life. You're focusing on what makes you feel good, probably tending to your own self, nurturing yourself, stuff like that, okay? So this card for the Ten of Swords, for how this person feels about you. In this particular deck, you know, with the 10 swords, I mean, I know all decks have the 10 swords, but I'm seeing this in a way where they actually feel like they can't move, you know, especially this mouse here. It's like there's definitely been somebody who ended something here. And I do feel like this person is feeling it. This person is really feeling the effects of something here that happened. And it looks like you are too, to some level, because we have the Tower reverse for you. So let's go ahead and clarify this person's feelings towards you. I mean, I really think that that's like speaking to betrayals. If they betrayed you, they're really feeling that, but they're doing so in isolation. So they're really not going to come through and tell you that, is what I feel. So how's this person feeling about you, Taurus? Yeah, the Ten of Wands reverse, and look at this, the Tower, wow. I'm kind of feeling like this was a very abrupt shift for a lot of people, and I just kind of feel like they don't know how to handle it, is what I'm getting as well. I mean, all of these, I mean, this is a really intense reading here, and so I kind of feel like this person is overwhelmed by something that did shift, something that did happen, and so I feel like they're kind of, it's like they're walking back, you know, and the fact that that is reversed could be that they're just feeling completely overwhelmed. They don't know how to handle this. The fact that we did have the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands reversed, though, would kind of tell me that they're trying to overcome this. So it's sort of like that feeling when having the Strength card for both of you two, you're both maybe trying to move forward, you're both trying to move on, but there's something that's sort of within the self that is not closed up. Okay, I don't think it's necessarily that this cycle is going to revive itself. If anything, it's going to be a brand new thing. How's this person feeling about you, Taurus? Yeah, they're aware of something. We have awareness here. So there's something that I do feel this person is becoming aware of. If you're in a twin flame, you know, soulmate dynamic, they could be aware of what they lost. They could be aware of what happened. I mean, you don't have to be in a twin flame to feel that, but let's get one more card. How's this person feeling about Taurus? Yeah, I mean, wow. So I can't believe this reading. So completion here. We have lessons, you see. So, you know, just to summarize, there's been an ending for absolutely certainty here. And there's something that I feel that this person is learning. They may not be wanting to confront you right now. They may not be wanting to confront the relationship. They're sorting things out, going through cleansing process, going through lessons. They're doing so in isolation. It looks like you are too, in a way though where you're more or less like feeling pretty good about yourself. You're feeling, I feel like this person's kind of not sure. But I do feel like you guys are feeling better about yourselves. You're feeling good about yourselves, okay? So the Tower reverse for how you feel. I'm getting a couple things from this. So I'm going to clarify it, but it's definitely the same Tower that you had for this person. This person feels the Tower as well, and so do you. But it's either the fact that it's not affecting you guys as much just because it's in reverse, or maybe you're resisting what needs to happen. You're resisting some form of change that has to occur. Let's go ahead and see. So how's Taurus feeling towards this person here? What do we need to know about Taurus and their feelings towards this person? You had a Hanged Man reverse here, but we do have the Four of Pentacles reverse. There's something about, you see things clearly now, but there may be something that you're holding on to. You know, making sure, if that is the case for some of you, make sure that you do just let this crumble down. Let the cycles shift. Let things close up, because if you do, I feel like we're coming to this place of exposure. And I'm really sorry that I can't remember what that card is. I've, like, ever since I've learned tarot many years ago, I've never paid attention to the numbers. I just don't do that. Actually, oh, it's the Star. Okay, there we go. I'm just matching it up here. So it's the Star. So that's even more beautiful. So you see, it's something, it's kind of, to me though, I'm reading it as the Naked Heart. So the way that I see it is kind of like the Fool, but I guess it's not. But it's like, you know, you're exposing your whole heart now. It's something that you can just leap ahead. So I do feel like some of you are still maybe holding back upon the changes that are taking place. Maybe holding back upon the, you know, because it's a slow progress for you. It's a slow process for you. How are you feeling about this person, Taurus? You have family and happiness. So for some people, this was a family dynamic. Maybe you were married to this person. Maybe you have children together. So maybe you're still holding on to what was. But I do think that ultimately it's important to make sure that make sure you just let this cycle end. Some of you, maybe you are, some of you aren't. But whatever it is, you kind of know what's going on. You feel this person's energy probably as well. You feel that there's an awakening process happening. There's something that's shifting here. Okay, so having the Star in the outcome position in the upright is really, really beautiful. So I also think there's a lot of synchronicities in this reading as well. Having the Star reverse for the mutual energy now, and then having the Star upright for the future direction. It's sort of like this is now going to be restored. There's going to be some form of hope or healing at least. At the very least, it's going to be healing for both of you in a way where there's going to be something restored here. So it does look pretty good. I'm just not entirely sure if it's going to be a reconciliation with this person or if this is just a lesson both of you had to learn together. So let's look at the outcome for Taurus for December. So we have the Eight of Wands, but it came out in reverse with the Eight of Swords. So in terms of like communication and moving forward, I do think it's going to take a little bit more time for that possibly. What I'm seeing from this more or less is that somebody may be stuck in actually moving forward in the physical or communicating or whatever it is, but in terms of healing, in terms of actually growth, when it comes to lessons, when it comes to awareness, cycles, enlightenment, I mean, all of this here is definitely speaking to this moving forward in that direction. And then whatever happens after that, you know, that's just up to see what's going to happen. Let's get one last card. Yeah, the Seven of Wands reversed. Again, it's like somebody still has a little bit of a defensive place going on. Both of you could still be battling other things at this point. So it may just take a little bit more time for this to happen. But I do think for the most part, all of these struggles that you guys are feeling possibly are going to be lifted because you're going to find some form of independency or healing on your own. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. So this was a pretty intense reading. So I'm going to take this to extended and we'll go into this person's intentions towards you, if they will take action towards you, what's holding them back, stuff like that. Okay, so if you're interested, the link is below, and I wish you guys a happy holiday season. Much love.